สถานีวิทยุสรานรม AM1575 การทูตเพื่อประชาชน
เพื่อไทยก้าวไกลทันโลก
Welcome back to Spy of Asia
Yeah, good morning.
on Saranrom radio station. We're back here again. I am Thanachai Taptong.
I am กนกพรรณ ชินสวานานนท์ and welcome back to Spice of Asia with the continuation of the Landlocked series, the series about Central Asian countries. And today I think I pick up one of the most interesting topic in our Central Asian countries.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know if you are thinking of Central Asia, you will think of energy country. That's,
Right.
Yeah, there are some of these countries are exporters of gas and oil.
Yeah. So this is like a connection with last week program, right? We just talked about Expo 2017.
Yeah, that will be held in Astana.
Yeah. And now we back about energy again.
Yeah.
So what is it?
Yeah, today I think we should talk about TAPI pipeline, TAPI. It is one of the future transnational natural gas pipelines connecting Central Asia with South Asia.
Oh, let me guess then. I want to guess about that TAPI.
Yeah, do you
So-
think what the countries are?
I think that four letters actually are
T forward country. Can you guess it?
Turkmenistan.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's my country. So,
Yeah.
Turkmenistan,
and then
and then-
A is Afghanistan, isn't it?
Yeah, and as you know that it will connect Central Asia with South Asia. And what's then? How about P?
P well, obviously I guess that P is Pakistan.
Yeah, of course. It's located in South Asia. And then how about I?
Well, this one I have a doubt. I would rather go with Iran.
Iran? No.
What?
One of the most how can I say one of the most biggest country in the world.
Oh, so India then.
Yeah, India. Yeah.
Well, okay.
So it's the biggest country in South Asia.
Mhm.
Yeah, and maybe you have heard about this international gas pipeline before, but do you know about it in general?
Well, I have some information about it.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you have heard about this before, but well, as I say, this is international gas pipeline, and actually there is nothing much, but well, there are still some interesting issue that we all need to know. Actually, so let's start with the brief information about this project.
Yeah. Let's begin.
So yeah, as คุณกนกพันธ์ she said that this is a trans Afghanistan pipeline, and you also know it as TAPI, right?
Yeah.
And this is the proposed national gas pipeline being developed and supported by the ADB, Asian Development Bank.
Yeah, it is the main bank for the construction for our developing
to
countries.
support the development in the region and this Asia continent. And actually, the pipeline will transport natural gases from Caspian Sea, from Turkmenistan, which are border to the Caspian Sea, and then the pipeline actually carry out throughout Turkmenistan, and then cross the border to Afghanistan, and then cross into Pakistan, and actually end up in India. Wow, this is quite a long line.
Yeah, it will be a long line and it's so interesting. And do you know that where is Caspian Sea? Because some people don't know where the Caspian Sea is.
Well, I heard that it is located on the left of Central Asia region.
Yeah, you're
so
right.
to the west, right?
Yeah.
So I guess that one of my area, I guess is border to Russia,
Of course, Russia. Yeah, and then what?
Kazakhstan,
Kazakhstan,
and of course Turkmenistan.
Turkmenistan.
What else do you have in your mind?
And then I think Azerbaijan, Iran. Yeah.
Yeah.
This country surrounds the Caspian Sea.
So yeah, and actually, so this project is actually should become operational in 2020.
Yeah.
But there,
It was planned. It was expected to be built and to be completed in 2020.
Yeah.
But I think we will talk about is obstruction later, because there are several obstructions to complete this project.
Yeah.
It's quite difficult to make it to become true. So we'll talk about it later.
And actually, so because there is a delay in the construction and the process, so initially the price was set at 7.6 billion US dollar.
Yeah.
But then later, because of the delay, so the cost was estimated to be 10 billion US dollars.
Yeah, it's getting higher and higher.
Yeah. So better you better do it quick. Start early so you can save some money from it.
Yeah, it's about the construction, and for the material for the construction, they are always getting higher and higher.
But you
But
can
that's
blame the
alright.
inflation. That's how the economics work. Okay, so I will pass it on to คุณกนกพรรณ then.
Yeah, I've got some latest news for the continuation of the TAPI pipeline, gas pipeline construction. And of course, for example, from the Trend News Agency, it said that according to ADB, as a transaction advisor for TAPI project, as you already mentioned, the construction of the TAPI pipeline, gas pipeline, will take about 3 years, and the construction of the pipeline will begin after the consortium leader has resolved outstanding technical, financial, and legal challenges. It is also projected to exceed 10 billion.
Wow.
But as you said, it will be spent around 10 billion. But for this news, it said that it will be spent more than 10 billions.
Oh.
So it's quite difficult to complete
I know, and
the project.
They really need a strong financial support for this project.
Yeah. And then the technical feasibility should be developed for a proposed about 1,800 kilometers long and 56-inch diameter pipeline from Turkmenistan's giant Kalgunush gas field to serve energy markets in Afghanistan, Pakistan, and India. And the technical feasibility study was expected to take six months to complete. However, it has not been completed yet.
Oh, well, I think this is one of the largest and maybe most complicated project for the pipeline, sort of, right? So, and why is it quite difficult to specify an accurate date for the completion?
Yeah, as I told you, we will talk about it later. But I would like to mention something about this first. You should know that from the TAPI gas pipeline countries, the main exporter of gas in this project will be only Turkmenistan.
Oh, right.
Yeah, and the consumers are the customers.
Those who are down the pipeline then.
Yeah, they are waiting for the pipeline. Of course, there are India, Pakistan. India has a lot of populations of the world. Yeah, and then Pakistan and Afghanistan. But can you see that? How about Afghanistan? How about its situation now?
Well, I think because there is political unrest and instability in the internal affairs. So to approve something in the national levels would take time and maybe require a lot of process and time.
As you know. And how about the relations between India and Pakistan?
Oh, this is
if
the
you are a
classic
fan
one then.
of international relations.
Yeah. Well, it's not that smooth, right?
Yeah, it's not that quite smooth, but it's going to be better. But we can't say that it will be normal or good enough for this construction. So yeah, and more than that, some experts said that the TAPI project may remain just a dream for Turkmenistan, Afghanistan, Pakistan, and India.
Yeah, you probably
some
have.
people said it will be just really a dream for these countries.
Yeah, actually, you're right though. But it is just a part of that impediment. Actually, some experts believe that the main obstacle of this implementation of the pipeline is actually security problem because this area security prone area because it's actually vulnerable to the transnational transborder security problem, and there are so many ongoing fighting in this area with minorities and some terrorism activities.
Yeah, it's something like that.
Yeah,
it's quite difficult to control these unexpected things, and they have to invest a lot of money into the project.
Yeah,
and it will be exceed 10 billion.
Yeah,
as we already mentioned.
So I can see that the consideration of security aspect of the pipeline has been one of the forefront of the planning process. And right, okay, but then the
But it is a good project for them.
Yeah.
So, as Turkmenistan will be the main gas exporter for Afghanistan, Pakistan, and India, and of course, Turkmenistan it will be the guarantor of energy.
Right. They're gonna produce a lot of revenue from the new gas pipeline.
Yeah.